Our guys they're extremely excited to get into Hilton and play a game in front of fans. It sounds like we're gonna have a great crowd. Big 12 refs. Get out there in a game type situation. The closed door scrimmage is great. You can put your own rules out there. I really loved how our guys went out and competed in that. But getting out in front of the fans, it's something special, and I know our guys are excited for that. Well, I think the biggest thing is just continuing to go out and play with effort, continuing to go out and competing. It's what we've seen for this first month is guys going out there and getting after it, and that's you want to obviously continue to do that, continue to work on execution, making sure your defense is tight. Heading into the opener the following week. I thought it was very good for us to get out. Again, you guys get so sick of beating on each other day after day after day. So to be able to come out and compete against a team that won the NIT last year, gave us a test of where we were, or where we are at this particular time. Again, I loved how we went out there and competed and shared the ball. And just gave great effort. And if you do that, generally things take care of themselves at the end. Well, he's the same old George. He's a little bit more explosive. He's got a little bit better stamina, and but he continues to go out and do the things that makes him special, and that's making plays for his teammates, taking what the defense gives him. He'll have practices where the 5 starters he takes the least shots, but he's still got as big an impact as anybody because of his ability to pass. And again, when you've got a guy like that can play multiple positions like George, and can make the right play when the defense collapses on him. It's a great luxury to have, and that's what George has done. Whether he's a little hefty or whether he's Mr. Svelte bodybuilder like he is right now, he's going to go out there and play the right way. Well, I think the biggest thing with Monte is just continue to evolve as a leader. You lose 2 All-Americans and probably the 2 guys when things weren't going right had the ability to pull the team together. You need a guy, especially the player that has the ball in their hands the most, like Monte will this year, and that's where DeAndre was so good last year. Everything he did on the floor for us, with the numbers he put up, but he had the ability to pull a guy aside when things weren't going his way and get him back in order. And that's the job of a point guard. Even though Monte's only a sophomore, he had tremendous experience as a freshman. We all know what he did from a number standpoint. He's going to have to score the ball for us a little bit more this year. But again, Monte, he's one of those kids just makes winning plays and has a great impact whether he's scoring the ball or not. But I'm excited about Monte's sophomore year. I think he'll have an excellent season. They've handled it very well. I've said this before. This isn't a team, and I'm going to have to go and motivate them to play hard in the locker room before a game. And it doesn't matter who we're playing. They're going to lace them up and go out and try to throw the first punch. And that's what you want out of your guys. You want a group that can self-motivate. Got guys in the locker room that can get each other going, and I think we have that group this year. It's a great opportunity for a lot of guys. We'll see how everything goes on Friday night. That's going to be obviously probably the hardest part of my job this year is to throw the guys out there that deserve the minutes and try to set the rotation the best way I can. And the biggest part of the game to have them in there at crunch time. It hasn't really worked itself out yet. A lot of guys are playing very well right now. So I think that rotation will be pretty big to start the season, and then it usually works itself out where you get it to 9 guys, maybe 10 guys by the time conference season rolls around. I think that's maybe as exciting as anything is the fact that we should be able to play with unbelievable pace. Last week in practice, we took it to a whole nother level. The way the guys got the ball up and down the floor. It tells you 2 things. When you score the ball like we have been early in the season, your offense is either really good or your transition defense really sucks. And right now I think it's a little bit of a combination of both.